We moved into Bloomington in 1954, and actually we came because my husband grew up on a farm on 86th and Nicollet.
When we first found out that we were going to be coming over here, instead of being able to remain at Assumption, then of course we had Father Ambrose Finnegan came.
Two of my 4 children were baptized here, and they all were confirmed here and went to communion here, and most of them have been married here, and they just love the parish, and they grew up here.
We came when Assumption said we could no longer go over there, that you had to be over here because the new parish and they were too full.
But everybody was enthusiastic about getting our own parish started.
When we moved here into Orrin Thompson House in East Bloomington, we belonged to Nativity. That's the only church out here except for Richfield.
We were assigned to come here from Assumption.
When the word came out that we were to be part of the new parish, it was kind of heartbreaking for us to have to leave.
You have to be hatched, matched, and dispatched in your own parish. You know what that is.
I remember nothing south of 86th Street, but there were no buildings, and in fact that was the end of our existence for the time being. Just get to 86th Street and that was it.
It was a big old gymnasium that had folding chairs set up, It was nothing like what we were used to.
They didn't have any crying rooms at that time. And it was almost like bedlam because the kids are screaming and hollering. Little babies on up to 2 years old,
We were right in the school building here, in the auditorium, and there were turquoise folding chairs, and of course, if you had little kids with you, they were always wiggling around. And
Well, everybody had all these children. There was kids all over, and you're trying to get them organized, and you were trying to get different things in religious instructions. Like I say, it was just quite an experience to be part of that and to see where you fit in. And my husband was a convert, so that didn't make it a lot easier.
Then they started building over here. They built the big social hall, and we went to Mass there, but then that was really too small. We couldn't get everybody in there. So they built on the schools and rooms and so on. And many a times this hallway out here had people in it all the way to the back door.
So it was a good time, really, as we look back on it.
Just remembering a little bit about Father Ambrose, who was the first pastor. He was just a very kind, gentle man. He was a big Irishman, but very competent for the task of, starting up this new parish.
Well, I think that the Fall Festival has always been dynamic. I have relatives that still come back to that, don't even belong to this parish, because they always remember that.
The priests, almost every priest had some very special quality.
Yeah, I did sing with the choir for many years, but how many years, I don't recollect. And I just liked it. I liked being with the people. I like the music.
There was even one of the priests, Father Simeon, who used to go out to the houses and visit people who were having physical or mental problems, and he just spent time with them. And I know one lady has told me she's never forgotten that he came at just the right time.
some of the memories I have of Father Finnegan at the time, he was a very big man. I think he was about 6'5", a big, happy, easygoing Irishman. And of course, he built the parish. They had the little children singing at one of his birthday parties, and they changed the words to the Irish song, I Know a Man Named, and they called Father Finnegan. He had whiskers on his chin again, and the little children all sang the song for him. but he was real fun and very dedicated, and he started the St. Vincent de Paul Society in this parish. There was a men's club and a women's club, which is hard to keep going these days in a parish.
They needed somebody to help all the kids along, get them organized, have regular class. And I got to know those children very, very closely, and to watch them grow up for the next 15 or 20 years, it was quite remarkable. Because they would come up to me and say, Mr. McMahon, where are you? They remembered me, but I didn't remember them, of course.
It's more than just a church, it's a family. It's a community, you know, of people that love each other.
But there's something about the whole atmosphere of St. Bonaventure, that you're so welcome and you're so welcoming, and the people that you meet are just dear. They're just like old friends that we've known for 100 years.
Well, I think you do get to feel like a member of the family, because people are friendly and they'll say hello to you, and the priests have always stood in the back of the church and talked to people, and they took the time.
It's just like our family. So, and warm, and the people are not only volunteering, but they're glad to volunteer, and we just think St. Bonaventure is the most.
They seem to draw people in because of their attitude and how they treat
The
people.
Franciscans.
And you feel so welcome that it's just a joy to come.
5 of my 8 children were baptized here. And were married here. You know, my husband was buried from here. Just been all along.
Well, it is very much home, you know, and it's part of my Franciscan life. You know, to be in a Franciscan parish is a plus. You know, not everyone who is a secular Franciscan lives in a Franciscan parish, but it's just always been very welcoming, warm, friendly.
Oh, this is my second home. Yeah, I feel very much at home here, and it's wonderful to know the people and just feel like they're just good friends,
They do act like they care, and they really do.
It's my everything. Without God, this church, and my children, I wouldn't have made it in this world.